We did it. We brought a championship to Philly High following a magical, unblemished season. Going into our senior year, the biggest question we had was what impact we could have on the field. After our postseason performance, though, there's a million more questions surrounding where we'll play and what position we'll play. But one thing is for certain, as the top prospect coming out of high school, the world is our oyster. And that world changed overnight. We became an instant internet sensation, with celebrities tweeting at us, legends trying to recruit us to play for their favorite teams, even Justin Dawkins himself getting on ESPN to give us his endorsement. We've turned into the hottest commodity in college sports, and with 32 scholarships to choose from, we knew we have our work cut out for us if we want to find the right fit. Months removed from the state championship game, with National Signing Day right around the corner, and there's not a single day that passes where we're not asked where we're playing football. But after countless campus visits, conversations with our parents and coaches, we're finally ready to make our choice. After our perfect senior season and the fanfare that followed, we became obsessed with the notion of winning, and we wanted to go to a school that gave us a chance to showcase our skills and, most of all, win. Free from the shackles of obligation, outside of the shadows of players that came before us. For that reason, this fall we'll be suiting up at free safety for the Ohio State Buckeyes. This was no easy choice, but it came down to the brand of football they play as well as their winning tradition. Can we live up to the hype and bring a title to Columbus? Or are we just the latest trend at the end of our 15 minutes of fame? Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your favorite pilot, Conscious Buddha, and we are back with episode 3 of our Justin Dawkins Road to Glory. It's official, we're Buckeyes now. After a solid spring camp, we earned the role of starter, but settling in on campus has been tougher than expected, as our teammates think the added media attention has inflated our actual value. They don't see us as a leader of the defense, thinking we'd have been better as a tool for the offense than CJ Stroud. Going into our season opener against Buffalo, we would have our work cut out for us, proving we belong. We would start the season off on the kick return unit, fielding the kick inside the 5-yard line, following our blocks, getting out to around the 33-yard line for a 30-yard return. And we would also get our hands dirty on the kickoff unit, running down the field, tracking the ball carrier, weaving through the blockers, and making a big hit on the return man. And it wouldn't take us long to make our first impact play on the defense this season, as on 3rd and 6, we would drop back into coverage, read the corner route, and get the interception, our first of the season. And this is what Coach Day brought us out here for, to make plays like this. We read the tight end breaking out in that corner route, and we sky up for the interception. And we're making big plays already, and we're doing our best to win over that locker room. It wouldn't be all daisies though, as on 1st down later in the quarter, we read the dig route, but we don't get there in time, and we let up the catch, miss the tackle, and number 17 will go all the way into the end zone for the touchdown. We make up for it though on the next drive, as we drop back in coverage on 1st down, and we'll read the quarterback's eyes and watch him scramble, and we'll come in and lay him out for the sack. And that play would prove to be a turning point for us, as later on in the second quarter, up by 10, we'd drop back in coverage, and the quarterback would throw an errant pass to our teammate who would get the interception and help us push our lead even further than what it already was. And now, running away with the game, we want to make one last statement play. We read the comeback route, and we break on the ball, almost getting our second interception of the game, and we would finish with 7 tackles, a sack, and an interception in our first game. We come out in week 2 against 1-0 San Diego State, and we want to make an impact early. We will read the slip screen, and we will come through like a lightning bolt and punish the running back. And these were the type of trademark plays that we made in high school that even drew the eyes of big programs like Ohio State in the first place. And we would go on to prove that we still had all the skills in the special teams unit, as we field this punt at the 11-yard line, and we will read our blocks, make our way towards the right sideline, cut up field, weave through traffic for a 31-yard return. And we would look to rattle the quarterback early in this game, as he would come out in 1st and 10, and we would drop back in coverage, read his eyes, read the scramble, and we would react faster than the linebacker and come up and pop him. And later in the drive on 2nd and 10, we would come off of our man coverage assignment and make the shoestring tackle on the quarterback, and we are already getting in his head in this game. And if it wasn't the QB run we were shutting down, it was the passing game, as we would come out here on 2nd and 1, knowing that they're going to pass the ball, watching the man in motion, and we would read the outside dig route and get there just in time to make the big hit and prevent any further gain. And just when the quarterback thought we forgot all about him, we'd drop back in coverage and come up and stop him once again on the QB draw. And we are running around this field today like a madman, making plays in coverage, making plays in the run game. But we would have to remind them one more time that we were not to be played with as a returnman, as we would take this kick, break it down the sideline, and we will be one defender away from breaking this for 6. And we will wrap up today's game in a major way. As we come out on 3rd and 5 late in the third, we would read the halfback draw, come up and make the big hit, and we would wrap up double-digit tackles for the first time in our career. We'd finish the game with 11 tackles, a new career high. And we would come out on our first road test against 2-0 Cal, and we know that we still have quite a ways to go before we have the locker room's trust, and we will start off big by taking this kickoff down the right sideline, getting to the 35-yard line on a 37-yard return. And we would immediately get a chance to show off our pursuit and our speed as we read the run play, attack the wrong side, but we would have to chase the running back Jaden Ott all the way down for a touchdown saving tackle. And this would be the start of a long day for Jaden Ott as we come up and lay the big hit on him, holding him to a 3-yard gain. Our teammates would look to get on the action as on 1st and 10, number 26 would get the interception and he would run it all the way back into the end zone for a touchdown, further extending our lead. On the ensuing kickoff, we would dart down the field, and we swear we love that our coach put us on this unit as we will weave through the defenders and we will make the big tackle on number 11. And like a man possessed, we'd read the slip screen and we'd come up and pop Jaden Ott for a 4-yard loss. Coach would draw up a free safety blitz and we would come off the edge humming and almost lay out the quarterback, and he would get the ball off just in time for the big gain. And we'd take out the frustration of that missed play later in the quarter as we will read the power play and lay Jaden Ott out at the 1st down marker. And he's got to be getting tired of us at this point as we will read the run play and come up and make another hit on him, holding him to a 3-yard gain. And down 14 early in the 4th, Kyle would look to mix things up with a screenplay and we would read it perfectly, making the big hit. Following an Ohio State score and only ensuing kickoff, we would make the biggest play of our collegiate careers, laying out number 11, forcing the fumble, and getting the recovery. And this is why we love playing on this unit. We're able to play lights out football, making the big play here and putting this game away. Up 41-17 with 1:51 left, we'd drop back in coverage, and number 12 would actually ice the game, getting the interception on the sideline, putting the cap on our biggest game yet. We'd finish with 15 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery, locking up our first Collegiate Defensive Player of the Week award. And going into Game 4 against FCS Southeast, we know that this is a tune-up game, but we also know that this will further help us win over this locker room. And on this first kickoff, we get the closest to breaking off a touchdown run, picking up a 58-yard return. And it would be the second quarter before we put our first defensive stat on the board as we read this out route and we come up and push the receiver out of bounds, holding him to a short gain. And we will be up big in this game early, 28-zip, and we would be on the kickoff unit and our teammate would lay out the return man, forcing the big fumble, leading to another score. And we would come out on the very next kickoff, up 35-zip, and we would look to get in on the action as well as we weave through the defenders and we put a big hit on the ball carrier as well. Up big late in the third, we know we have to make one last impact play before Coach Day pulls the starters, and we will come out on 3rd and 17, read the dig route, and make our second interception of the season. And we will try to return this before getting laid out by number 22. And we will prove that it isn't just the media hype, that we are actually that good as we help lead our team to another victory, and we will wrap up the first quarter of this season a perfect 4-0 as we look to charge into conference play next week against Wisconsin. And now we have the media on our side, Columbus on our side, the coaching staff, celebrities, and now even our teammates as we charge into the long stretch of our season and look to land ourselves a national championship berth in my freshman season. It's been a pleasure bringing you guys this series. You guys already know the drill. It's your favorite pilot, Conscious Buddha. Until next time, stay safe, stay conscious. I'm out of here. Peace.